To get on the 10-minute mark, so I got to hurry up. Number 11, and I got a lot of questions. Number 11, Raven, if you could pick one WWE superstar to hang out for a day, who would it be? Now, this is a kind of a trick question because it's whether or not if it's a WWE superstar current or in the past. Because if it was in the past, definitely Shawn Michaels, because Shawn Michaels was one of my heroes, growing up, and one of my favorite wrestlers growing up. And right now, my current favorite WWE superstar. I really love Randy Orton's work. I really love Christian's work. I also love, the stuff that Zack Ryder's doing with his videos. So there's a bunch of people that I would like to hang out with. But if I had to pick, probably Randy Orton. I feel he's the best wrestler that WWE has right now. He is just the best at what he does. Or Triple H. Triple H also. But he's not really wrestling right now, other than that match he has with CM Punk. So either Randy Orton or Shawn Michaels. I'm not going to count Triple H because he's in the middle. Number 12 is from Angela. I got your autograph. Now the question is, when are you going to get mine? The day that you step into the ring and you become a wrestling diva, that is when I'll ask for your autograph. So hit the ring and get to training. Number 13 is from Tom. Have I been contacted by any of the big three federations? Technically, I'm not really supposed to say if I am contacted by anybody because you're supposed to keep that under wraps. But I can tell you that I have, in the past, wrestled for Ring of Honor, and obviously I have wrestled for WWE. So obviously I have spoke to them before. Hopefully that we can speak in the future, in the very near future. So keep your eyes open. Number 14 is from Jason. What would you say is the most rewarding experience in the wrestling business so far? Definitely the most rewarding experience was the first time that I got to wrestle for WWE, because when you get to the arena and everything's getting set up and you just see the Titantron and the ring and the ramp and everything of that, the first time you just walk out there and you're on the floor and you just see an empty arena and you just know that you're there to work, you're there to wrestle for WWE. It was definitely something that I'll never forget, and that's when I felt like my hard work was paying off. So definitely that was my most rewarding experience. Number 15 is from Jeremy. Would you teach me how to wrestle? If you're old enough, I'll train you. Number 16 is from Steven. Where do I see myself in 2 years? I definitely see wrestling being my full-time job, traveling all the time, and not having any downtime. Am I still wrestling for the independent circuit? That's a tough question. I'm not exactly sure. I hope I'm not wrestling for the independent circuit in the next 2 years. I hope that I'm wrestling for either WWE or TNA. But as long as wrestling's my full-time job, then that's definitely what I want it to be. Number 17 is from Brian. Where do babies come from? Babies come from storks. Storks, Brian. Storks. Number 18 is from Scott. Do you want to help pandas keep from getting Bonners? I don't know what a Bonner is. Number 19 is from Mario. If I could punch a guy in the face who keeps asking me questions about food, who would it be? The only person that ever asked me about food is a guy by the name of Chaos, who used to wrestle for BWO in New Jersey and LWO, but I haven't seen Chaos in quite some time. I'm not exactly sure where he is, but the next time I see him, I'm going to explain to him that ice cream is not food. Number 20 is from a lady named Kayla. Why do people like to be strangers to other people? I feel that, strangers are only strangers to people who want to be strangers to them. So maybe they're strangers to them because they're strangers to themselves. Simple. Number 21 is from Mike. Can I have unlimited questions? No. Unless you ask unlimited questions once a week, then you can. Number 22 is from Jimmy. Team Jacob, Team Edward, or Team Breezy? I don't know who Team Breezy is, or I don't want to acknowledge who Team Breezy is. Team Edward, I'm not a fan of vampires, and apparently I look like Jacob, so I'm going to go with Jacob. Let's see, number 23 is from Courtney. Why are you such a bitch? I believe that you probably see me as someone, being in a derogatory manner of the words that you're choosing, because your life is so pitiful, the fact that you have to lower your standards of, asking these questions to try to make myself feel bad, because I know that I'm not a quote bitch, but I feel that if you work on your own life, maybe you won't have these issues. So work on that. Number 24 is from Brooke. What is my favorite brand of underwear? I like Hanes, and what's the other one? I don't even know what it is. It was on sale and I bought it and I really like it, but I have to double check on that. So maybe ask me that same question next week. What was that brand that I didn't know? Unless you have a different question, but Hanes is definitely a good way to go. Number 25 is from Veronica. Apparently your question got deleted, so next week you can ask me 2 questions. I tried to search back into my emails to see what you asked me, but I wasn't able to access it from my phone for some reason. So you get 2 questions next week, and make sure they're not deleted. And you can always rewrite the question, so you can ask it. But we're almost done here. Final 4 questions. Number 26 is from Christy. What made you decide to do this question and answer thing? Because I put my Facebook status the one day as, if you could ask me one question, what would it be? And I got a huge response from it, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll just do this every week. So then the next week I did it again, and then the third week I was like, hey, I have this little video thing, maybe I'll just use it. So this is a lot easier than typing, and I can explain things more instead of giving such a short answer. Number 27 is from Daniel. What's my favorite pizza topping? It's sausage. I love Italian sausage on pizza, and extra cheese. Cheese is just amazing. Pizza in general is just amazing. And I apologize for the background noise. There's a PPL truck if you want to see. There's a PPL truck right there that's leaving. There's actually 2 of them right there. See? Told you. Unedited. I'm just going to do it. Number 28 is from Devin. When are you doing your next show in Ocean County? I'm not exactly sure what my schedule is. I know that I have been wrestling in Jersey a few times, but if you want, always check out my Facebook page if you haven't already. On my info section of my profile, you can see my full list of shows. And if there's a date that you're free and you don't know if you hear about a show and you don't know if I'm on it or not, because sometimes I don't always update my schedule because I get so busy and the bookings come in and I just forget to update my schedule on Facebook, you can message me and ask me if I'm going to be at shows, and that's probably the easiest way. And the last question, number 29, is from Amber. What has been the biggest obstacle I've found in my life or overcome in my life? Probably the biggest obstacle I've overcome, there's a couple of them. There's 2 that I would say are tied. One of them is taking care of my mother when I was growing up, because I was only 13 years old when she suffered a nervous breakdown, and her mental health has never been 100% since then. So I had to take care of her when I was growing up, and it was hard, to deal with as a kid, and I kind of grew up too fast, but it made me the mature person that I am today, so I'm greatly fortunate for it, but it definitely was a hard time to deal with. And another obstacle that I found in my life that was hard was just, when I was 18, I moved out right away, and I just kind of had to learn everything on my own, and it was difficult at times because there's a lot of laws and there's a lot of rules of life that you don't know. There's not a book of it, and it's just thrown at you, and it says, here, study it. It's life. You get thrown out there, and you just got to learn as you go. And, luckily I've had a lot of experiences in my life that I've learned from, and, now my head is a lot smarter than what it was when I was 18 years old. But those are all my questions. I made it in under 20 minutes. I wanted to make this video, and it's 19:05 right now. So just want to end this video. Thank you again for all your questions. Make sure that on Wednesday I'm going to repost the same thing. Put all your questions on. I'll answer them just like I did with this one. On Thursday, what exact time I'm going to post the video will always vary because I don't know what exactly my schedule is. Make sure that you keep checking up on me on Facebook, and also follow me on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, it's at Kekoa, Kekoa, FH. And I'm always putting up twit pics and everything of what I'm doing in my personal life on there. My Facebook page, more of my wrestling pictures and videos will be up on there, and more of my matches are going to be uploaded from now on. My camera was messed up, and now I had to get a new battery, but I got it. So That's everything. Thank you again. I really appreciate it, and hope you get more questions for next week. Aloha.